Hey Libras, and welcome to your August 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And wow, it's really crazy energy that we're stepping into here in August. If some of you guys have seen the other videos, you know that we are having a huge grand fire trine, 2 new moons in Leo, Saturn will be going direct in Sag, and we'll have like the huge solar eclipse, and there's just a lot. It's a lot of fire energy and a lot of energy in general to take on, and I feel like you guys really benefit from it. I feel like there's a lot of things and struggles and maybe some pain that has to be like almost like regurgitated or it has to like come out of you because you have these like 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords energy. But I don't think that it's a new experience necessarily that happens to you that emphasizes those more difficult, more dark energies. I think that it's something from the past that's been in for a long time, and this fire energy comes in to like either give you a new really exciting experience, or even if you're more homebound or more in yourself this month, it's like it finally gives you the impetus to finally purge it out of yourself. I feel that Libras have been on this like journey of purging for a long time, like really trying to let go of some difficult circumstances, because it's not really in your nature as a zodiac sign to hold on to difficult emotions. You guys represent balance, you represent the scales, so you're always finding the truth of a situation. You're always trying to be just in your decision making, which usually means that you have to be detached from your emotions, or it means that you can't take your own personal ego or desires and apply that to a situation. But something has happened in you, Libra, where that's very much been your experience. I feel that you became more emotional about like 2009 to 2012 when Saturn was in your sign, and now you're learning how to redo your emotions, how to redo your reactions, and kind of having a new birth. And I feel like August comes in with the energies at play and really opens your eyes to what you need to walk away from. Whether it just be something in yourself that you've been struggling to integrate for a long time, or whether it be physical, people, or circumstances. I do sense in you, Libra, something that's really walking away from a lot, and you're very much questioning yourself. And I do think that the main thing that you have to do is you have to majorly hone in on that ability that you have from birth to see a situation in its most balanced, most fair perspective. Because if you are focusing too much on just how you feel about something, or even how other people feel about something, you kind of, to me, seem to be like walking away from too much, or maybe because 8 of Cups is reversed as your central theme, so it's like you're not sure what you're walking away from, or you might be really hasty to walk away or to like run the other direction. And that's not necessarily bad for you right now, but sometimes walking away doesn't take away that 10 of Swords energy or that 10 of Wands energy. Sometimes changing location or getting out of sight, out of mind type of mentality has nothing to do with the energy that you're experiencing. You know, if you're experiencing betrayal from one person, maybe like running out of their arms into the arms of someone else will not necessarily change anything. That energy is still in your life. So there is like a realization happening for you guys this month where you get that it's all coming from within you. Like any betrayal that you've experienced or any difficult situation was something that you kind of constructed for yourself, as that is the human condition, the energetic way of the world. It's the physics of energy. You know, we attract in equal and opposite reactions to what we put out. So, you know, if you're experiencing a very difficult energy or a very difficult situation from somebody else, you've got to think about like, why did I need this? Why did I need to experience this? What did I need to learn? And then once that clicks for you, you can really go into a much better, abundant future with a lot more balance and integration at play. This is a really good month for new beginnings for you, Libra, more so than ever, because you have 2 aces in your reading. You have Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and that says to me that you're getting new mental energy and also new tangible financial energy too. So some of you could be starting new jobs, some of you could have gotten a promotion, some of you could have decided to stop your job and try to be more freelance. Those 2 cards are reversed, so I sense an insecurity there, like you're worried that it won't pan out or you're worried that it won't last, but I really do feel that it does. It's just a matter of being able to be ready to like put your mind to it and being ready to really commit and marry your project or marry your goals. That's a major thing for you guys in August. You really have to like take it to the next level. And a lot of you already have. A lot of you are like really crafty and really creative in that way, and I sense you being able to definitely take it to the next level and maybe actually spend less time doing what you're doing and getting a lot more done. So that should be really nice for you guys. There are a lot of people around you this month. You've got those 4 court cards. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like relying on you. Some of you might feel too socially stimulated right now because it's all different elements too. It's swords, pentacles, wands, and cups. So you've got like this extremely diverse, energetic presence around you, all different types of people from all different backgrounds and all different energetic wavelengths coming in. You've got like people who are kind of psychic vampires. You've got people who are very eccentric and very optimistic. You've got people who are kind of blunt and cutting with their words, and then you've got people who are on these major like aspirational journeys and goals, and they're all looking to you to get advice, or they're all looking to you to understand like how you did it, and they all want different answers to their different problems. So it could be a month where it's better to go within. Although during the fire energy, it is good to be social, it is good to be out there, but I sense that people might be taking you for a ride, or that people might be not prone to giving you credit for what you do for them. So make sure that you're going to get credit. Make sure that you're not just giving out your creative ability and then never getting anything back for it, because that could be sort of what you walk into this month. Like there's something within Libra that wants to be really creative or wants to be really manifestation oriented this month, and it feels to me that through what you walk away from that's really emotional and difficult, you walk into a major like creative project, and that can even be like any kind of career, just anything where you're manifesting. Although for a lot of you it is something creative or like artsy or very kind of different, kind of fringe type of projects I sense for a lot of you. And that's really good for your creative juices. And if you don't mind like not being credited, it does seem like you can still do a lot, but it seems to be easy to let people understand that you're not being used. And that's sort of like puts you above them, or puts you at this like even more profitable place. So you just really have to set the intention there. You really have to set the energy about what you can do, what you're maybe some of you need to be more upfront about what you're expecting to be paid or what you're expecting out of the project, so that people can kind of mold it around you, because there is something within Libra to me that feels that you're kind of at the center. You're sort of like the sun of the situation with everyone else orbiting around you. So make sure you're being empowered for that. Any other intuitive messages for Libra? I feel that you could be a little bit tired this month, or a little bit burned out feeling with all the fire energy, because it doesn't really affect you directly. It's more collective for you unless you've got those fire placements in your chart. So what that will usually cause is like you're in the peripherals of all these people who are going through the major energetic upheavals of this fire trine, and you're sort of that person who's like, almost want to compare it to being an onlooker to some sort of major historical event. Like you're not really the person who's at the epicenter of it, and you're not really the person who is being affected per se, but it's like you're on the peripherals, you're on the sidelines, and you see it all happen, and that makes you this really interesting person. And it kind of like one of those people who's in a photograph, but they're not the person who's being photographed, but they like pop up in the photograph, and everybody, their eye gets drawn to that person, and it's like they're remembered in the family scrapbook forever with that picture. And it's like, oh, there's that person who was so different, or so just crazy energy, and people don't even look at the people who the picture is meant to be taken of. They're looking at you. So I sense that in all the energetic walks of your life right now, Libra, and it's kind of a powerful place to be. So you kind of have to embrace it, and you have to embrace kind of an aloof nature, or I will say eccentric in a good way. It's like because some people don't really love the word eccentric, but I personally really like the word eccentric, and I would consider myself eccentric, and I think it's a good thing to be eccentric. you have to just embrace that. You have to be like, I'm going to be that person who is going to like photobomb, and I'm not going to realize it, and it might not be the most flattering, but at the same time, that's giving me this crazy energetic upswing. So do look forward to that energy coming in. And anyway, I want to go ahead and start looking at this reading from the week to week and see more specifically what's coming forward for you guys. Week number 1, you guys have Page of Pentacles reversed, rooted down by Knight of Cups reversed. This week, it seems to be all about other people. You're struggling to have, what's the word? Your autonomy is struggling in the first week. So everybody's wanting things from you. And you have to, it seems that you kind of have to give something to a lot of people during this time, or you could be very overbooked, or you have like a lot of clients or something. That could be, if it's more personal, if these are like aspects of your own personality, it says to me that we've got to get a new philosophy about money and budgeting and spending. And we also have to get a new philosophy about the emotional environment of a situation. We have to sort of rethink how we're getting what we want. Are we using emotional subterfuge to get what we want? Are there people around you who are trying to manipulate you? We need more like obvious things. It feels to me that people aren't speaking their truth, or people are answering with non-answers or something, and it's really hard to understand what people around you want. And there's got to be like a more direct oriented mindset to be born in the first week. In the second week, you guys have Ace of Swords reversed, rooted down by Ace of Pentacles reversed. And this is great. This is a really good week, but it feels like you're having this mentality that it's like too good to be true, because you're getting a new beginning in, again, the mental processes. A lot of new creative ideas can come from this type of energy. And it's not in the wands type of way, but it's in the swords type of way. So it's new creative ideas in the sense that you have like a new logical capacity to do things quicker, or your mind is like working more quickly, and it's like you're not so prone to be ADD or anything. So, but it's reversed, so it's like there's something that's inhibiting that at the same time. But it doesn't seem to me that even reversed that this is a negative experience. But to me, it feels like you're questioning it. You're like, whoa, why am I so good all of a sudden? How am I? How long can this last? Am I going to be able to maintain this logical capacity that I feel gifted right now? And I do feel like you can. You just have to get out of your head about it. That being rooted down by Ace of Pentacles reversed, it does say to me that this is very related to your career, or very related to your aspirations in life. It feels to me that you can make a lot more money this week, or this month in general, but it does feel like you're spending a lot too. So resources are something to think about, like how we're gaining resources. How can we budget a little bit more? I don't think that the second week is anything difficult. It's just like you can't second guess the good things that are coming to you. Third week, you guys have Queen of Swords rooted down by 10 of Swords. I feel like if there is a difficult week, it's this one. A feminine air energy like Gemini, Aquarius, Libra could have given you a very difficult circumstance. You could be feeling betrayed by this person, and it can be male or female, but they're just like more passive energies. You're feeling very betrayed. You're feeling very taken advantage of. You could have a breakup in this week, or you could be coping from it still. Maybe this could be a breakup from like months ago, but something comes up and you realize how things actually were, or you find out that maybe you were cheated on, or you were experienced in a difficult way, and this like it re-empowers the feeling of loss and betrayal. And this is where you guys kind of have to put in these abilities of walking away. You've got to be able to have this death and have this ending, because 10 of Swords is betrayal, but it also says that we've got to end the relationship, or we've got to end the energetic bond that we share with this person, because if we can't, it turns into this really prolonged state of betrayal. So you guys really have to let the chapter end here. For those of you in happy relationships, I don't necessarily feel that this is the end of your relationship. I feel that there's something from your past that's coming up. Obviously, it could be a breakup. It could be something that happens, but I don't want to project that for you guys if it feels nice. One way or another, and it could come from family, it could come from friends, but you're feeling backstabbed, or you're feeling not appreciated or taken advantage of. Into the fourth week, you guys have 10 of Wands rooted down by Queen of Wands reversed. This doesn't feel bad to me. It feels like you're sort of fighting this betrayal energy with like a very hardworking mentality. Like you know that you could just stay in bed, or you know that you could completely derail if you wanted to, but it's like, no, I'm going to give myself twice the amount of work that I would have done anyway, because I can't have downtime. I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to increase my circumstance through this difficult energy. And that's really good. I'm very proud that you guys can counter that energy in that way. Some of you, a small percentage, could be feeling like your spouse or who you're with is consuming too much of your resources. You could feel like you're really working hard and they're like spending on your behalf. Like for those of you who are married, like and it can be either obviously like the Libra man or the Libra woman, but whatever it is, you feel like your spouse who is not working as hard is coasting off of what you have. That's just for a small percentage. And I feel like the way to answer up to that problem is like realizing where the betrayal was in the marriage. Someone is like not owning up, or somebody is not able to voice the pain that they're feeling, so they're like really saturated and they're really struggling to have enough energy to work harder or to do more resource producing actions in the marriage. So there has to be some kind of light shown on the betrayal or shown on the pain of the past, for sure. Another circumstance that could be with that is you're not satisfied with your partner's commitment to the marriage, or you're not satisfied with your partner's motivation or aspirations for the future. It's like you want them to be more upwardly mobile, you want them to be more reaching, and someone just feels comfortable where they're at and it's making things boring. There could just be a general sense of boredom in a relationship. Again, not to project, but there's something that has to be like sparked here, because again, it's the grand fire trine, it's all this fire energy, so something really has to ignite and sort of shoot off like a firework. And to me, it feels like Libra is trying to maybe maintain normalcy or trying to establish consistency. And consistency can be a little bit overrated here, especially in this paradigm. I was speaking to someone recently about this, about how consistency maybe isn't really the best thing to strive for in general, because consistency is good if we like what we have, but consistency isn't good if we don't like our circumstance. So, and the way that energies work and the way that archetypes work in this realm is there isn't really much differentiation between good or bad, or our ego orientation and our decision of what is good or bad, because for some people what is good is like a different opinion, you know. So if we like our circumstance and we're making a lot of money or we're in a good circumstance, we want to establish consistency there and routine there. But the universe doesn't really decipher between whether you're in a good place or a bad place. It just recognizes consistency and the want for things to not change and the want for things to be set into place. And sometimes it will do that regardless of whether you're in a good or bad situation. So maybe unpredictability isn't so bad for you guys, because if you're in a difficult situation that says, okay, maybe we can overcome this really quickly, maybe this can switch momentum and we can very quickly transcend this. You know, maybe embrace a lack of consistency or embrace unpredictability. And maybe that's not always such a good idea, but I feel that in August with all this fire energy, it is good. You know, Saturn being stationary and moving direct. We've got to be culpable for what we've done wrong. That's sort of a different idea. I'm not saying that we can't look at the way that things have gone wrong, but we have to embrace this idea that maybe things can change very quickly for us and the momentum can shift very easily, while still being responsible and accountable for our decisions, for sure. And there's a good middle ground there that I feel can really make Libra much more happier during this time. And one way or another, you guys are definitely journeying. You're on a path. Some of you could be traveling. You're kind of in your element in a way, because I do sense you being very beautiful. I sense you being very magnanimous and very Venusian right now, for sure. And it's really beautiful to see, because Venus will be in Leo, so I'll be really excited to see you guys benefiting from that type of energy. Yeah, and it's pretty much that simple for you guys. You're on the peripherals right now, but that's a more powerful place to be than sometimes we give it credit to. So if you guys would like to book a private reading with me, you can click the link to the left. Also, you can check out your last month's reading in the center here and subscribe to my channel. I so appreciate your likes and comments, and I will be talking to you guys soon in September. Much love to you guys. Bye.